It's me, it's Matty G.
And I'm Richard-Erik Jarvi.
And welcome to Class Action.
The classiest movie show on the interwebs.
There we go. Fucking got
Back.
that down. We're back. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your disposition, you will notice that there is only two of us today. Unfortunately, Mr. DiNuzzo, our boss, the main man, the man whose name is on the channel, on the tin. He's feeling a bit under the weather today, so it is a very Euro-friendly show.
For sure. We're sending love to PLD. We miss you, buddy.
PLD. And Jarvi, how you been doing?
Had the vid for the third time.
Yeah,
it's been crazy, but back in action now. There's gonna be probably a lot of coughing. I'm gonna apologize in advance. I still got the after effects of that stupid fucking virus.
Yeah, that's fucking bummer.
How are you doing?
I don't think I've had it yet, or if I have, I haven't noticed. But anytime I've tested
COVID
negative.
version.
Maybe I'm just immune and my blood is weird. I don't know, but the amount of international travel I've been doing, and I haven't even caught it at the airport or anything or on a plane. Either I'm really fucking lucky or stupid immune. No idea.
You're a lucky person, but I have a few friends. Yeah, it's from
vape. You vape?
I sometimes vaping comes with alcohol for me. Whenever I'm drinking, I start craving.
So you're a social vapor.
Yeah.
Stupid fucking virus would be a good name for a band. Yeah, I like that. Maxwell. That's a good suggestion, like a cross punk band, kind of a deal. So
what are we talking about?
What are we talking about this week? This, I believe, is actually your suggestion. This week.
I think I put it on the I put it on the doc, but I think it was PLD, the guy who isn't here today, who said it that looks like a pretty fun topic, and he'd love to that one. So we're like, hell yeah, let's do it. And he's not here.
So we've decided to put Ryan Reynolds up against the only person who we thought would even come close to having a chance against Ryan Reynolds himself.
Which is kind of a weird thing if you think about the Adam Project, because it's like we're pretty much doing Ryan Reynolds times 3. Because there's 2 of him in the Adam Project and one of them in Free Guy. No, there's 4 of him. He's the dude as well from Free Guy.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
The dude.
You mean Guy?
Catch
no, the dude. Yeah. Catch. Yes.
I feel so adjective. Yeah, fun movies. I freaking love both of those movies so much.
We were talking beforehand. You said that the Adam Project is in your top 3
of this year.
2022.
Crazy good movie. It's one of those movies that I watched, finished, and immediately watched it again.
I'm pretty sure Free Guy was in my top 3 of last year.
Really?
I fucking love that movie. It's so carefree and harmlessly dumb.
Exactly.
But actually poses some very poignant themes if you think about the whole thing of identity and finding our place in the world and all that kind of stuff. Growing up, that's what we think about the most. And then you think of the Adam Project, and it's literally a case of who you are destined to become and how you can potentially change that and show that your future is not set in stone. It's not written out in front of you. You can change it. A man can change his stars, Jarvi.
A man can change his stars. And Has he followed his feet?
We're gonna find out in this trial. But before we do that, we have our little game that we like to play beforehand. Which POD's not here. I feel like POD would have had some good ones for this. What would Ed Harris play? Jarvi, do you want to explain this game?
Yep. This came about when me and PLD started Class Action. He was like, yeah, we got to do something about Ed Harris. And pretty much what we're doing is we're recasting Ed Harris or writing up a new role for him in the two movies that we are discussing. Mm-hmm. So in this case, we're going to be recasting someone with Ed Harris in Free Guy and the Adam Project, or making up a new role for him. Mm-hmm. It was tough for me this week.
Weirdly tough. You do find it a bit tough sometimes to do Ed Harris.
I usually just forget doing it.
Well, that was the nice way I was trying to put it. You have a hard time with it. But
so which one should we start with? You want to start with Free Guy or the Adam Project?
Okay, let's start with the Adam Project.
Okay.
You can go first. What did you think?
Actually, this is probably my better one. The other one I'm not as set on yet. But for the Adam Project, I tried to think of a role to recast him as. Couldn't really. So I figured, hey, we got young Adam. We got the current Adam.
Fucker.
We have to have old Adam. And
okay, yeah.
You're going the same way?
Yeah, that's the same. That's the exact same thing that I was going to have.
Older version of Adam.
Ed Harris is older Ryan Reynolds.
And I'd love to see him just try and capture the Ryan Reynolds energy. He might not succeed. He could give it a good fight, but I just want to see him go out there.
I don't know. I feel like he could do the dry wit, the pretty quick comebacks. Obviously, you'd have to have them all written for him, but
true.
I think it would be a challenge for him, but I think he could do it. Especially because if you think about in the Adam Project where he says, you've seen Terminator, right? 2050.
Yeah.
That times 100 or whatever he says. I could imagine Ed Harris being the version of Adam that has had the humor completely beaten out of him. And he's just a miserable, grisly old vet that's just been fighting his entire life.
Oh, that's true.
And he's just you know what? This shit ain't funny anymore. You guys are too, you guys are acting too stupid. You need to be serious. And then you have the younger two reminding him, hey man, remember when you used to
fun.
Yeah, remember when you used to have fun? Remember when you used to enjoy life?
That works.
We also found out that his wife got killed, so it's
Kinda. Also, spoilers for both movies. I'm just gonna say now. We always forget saying, talking about spoilers, but Free Guy spoilers and the Adam Project spoilers.
If you haven't seen either of these movies, then you need to go see them. B, you should have seen them already. So, if you haven't seen this movie and you've clicked on the video to watch two guys talk about it on the internet, then that's kind of your fault. If you get spoiled, if you see I do this anyway. I won't watch any of Dan Mole's reviews about a movie until I've seen it, just in case.
Does he spoil stuff a lot?
Sometimes,
really,
he doesn't do it on accident. He doesn't do it on accident. He'll be okay, here's the non-spoiler section, here's the spoiler section. But I know me, I'm gonna be what does happen? And so I'm just no, I'm not watching it. And it's not just Dan either. It's any review videos. I'm just I'm not watching this until I've seen it. I've made my own opinion, and I'm not gonna be what did happen in this? Let me just hear a little bit. I'm not gonna go too deep into the spoilers, and then wham, they hit you with the big thing right off the bat. But yeah. So we're both going with future Adam.
Future Adam for Ed Harris.
Nice. I like it. Okay. Ed Harris, Free Guy. You want to go first on me?
You go first for this one now.
Ed Harris. And this is a complete cop-out. But I don't give a shit. Because I want to see it. And it's going to be awesome. Ed Harris as one of the sunglasses avatars. Dressed as General Hummel.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
It's such a cop-out.
Which scene would you have him come in on?
You know what? I feel like I would have him come in at the bit where they're shooting
at the skyscraper.
No, at the bit where they're trying to break into the vault for the first time, and she comes in with the portal gun, and the guards are shooting from on top of the cliff. I would have them behind the rocks, with the player being up there, being like, "I'm up here, you're down there. You came to the wrong goddamn vault,
the wrong goddamn city, or the wrong goddamn video game.
You walked into the wrong goddamn video game."
All right,
it's a total cop out. I don't care, but
no, dude. As much as we can get on General Hummel.
Sticking with the theme of the show,
for sure. I'm also going with something very PLD like. Okay. I want him just because there's a lot of cameos in Free Guy.
A lot.
Yeah, and I want him as just a random playable player, but he shows up as a cowboy. Just have the long white hair like he did on I can't remember which movie it was.
Westworld?
No, Westworld. He has short hair, but it's one of the the picture that Pia they always shows.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that one. Have him come in as looking like that, just deliver a one-liner or something, and then just fuck off into the ether.
What would be the one-liner?
No freaking idea. I didn't. As I told you, my creative juices weren't flowing as well today. But I just want to see him as a cowboy and just say something stupid.
Okay.
And just steal the scene. The steal scener as he is. Scene stealer. Yes.
Scene stealer.
Scene stealer. Steal scener.
All right. So that is there's What Would Ed Harris Play? So I think let's move into our trial.
Yes, sir. We got 5 custom-made categories. Usually when we're doing movie versus movie now, we're using the same kind of categories, and I think it's a good thing because it makes us like value the movies or just analyze the movies on the same level, so they kind of have always like a similar fighting chance. So this time around, we're going to start off with better.
We did do that one with Jurassic Park versus Jurassic World, which we didn't really give it much of a fighting chance.
Well, it was a fight. There's always a fight.
Sometimes you meet a kid that just needs a good smack.
Sometimes someone just needs to lose a fight to grow from it.
Yeah, it's a loss to learn from, as my coaches
exactly like Adam did. Like Adam did in the Adam Project. But yeah, the 5 custom-made categories are, we're going to start off with better story. Next one is better cast. There we can go Reynolds versus Reynolds and all the other ones. Better visuals. Better music. There's a lot of great music in both movies. And, of course, we're totally copying this off from Action Movie Anatomy. Better fist pump moments, like the fuck yes moments in the movie. But we're going to start off with better story. First one, better story, The Adam Project versus Free Guy. Should I go first?
I think I'll take it first. This one. I feel like while it is a very good story, The Adam Project does hit a lot of similar beats that we've seen before in it. I would say Click is probably the closest thing I could think of to this movie in terms of like story plot of him like manipulating time and going back in time to like save his family and the world and like try to change the world around him kind of thing, but with the lighthearted humor, but still very heartfelt and emotional.
Yeah, dark moments. So
yeah, so that was one thing that I thought when coming into this was Adam Project very much follows similar beats that we may have seen before elsewhere and other things. Whereas Free Guy, it is a completely different take on the question of autonomy and identity and just owning things that, or believing that we may own things, and the questions of sentient life in a video game. So it's like asking big moral questions, but dumbing it down. And I love that. That's what I need. So for me, I mean, it comes down to the quality of the story of the Adam Project and the different kind of a story that Free Guy told.
The originality of Free Guy.
Yeah, the original, yes. I feel like I'm gonna have to go with Free Guy.
Interesting. All right, Free Guy gets the first point from you. I'm actually going the other way. Okay. I think I do love Free Guy for the storytelling. I was thinking a lot about Ready Player One when I was watching Free Guy, though, which is a completely it is a different story, but it's still a video game movie that isn't a video game movie. Yes. If that makes sense.
Yeah, there are similarities there for sure.
Yeah, that's true, and Free Guy definitely has a more lighthearted, more fun, just your Friday night kind of type movie. Whereas the Adam Project is all of that. It's like very high in entertainment value. And you said it yourself, it does follow the similar tropes of love, family, like father-son moments, even father-son moments, time travel kind of already. Yeah. Like there's not a lot of new stuff that you could talk about.
Follows the same rules of time travel. Like you're not supposed to interact with your other self.
Right. But you still do. And like if you're talking to your past self, is it like that's one of the interesting things in that movie? Is like, are you rewriting your past already? And they kind of like gloss over it. Like Reynolds gives the speech, like, yeah, if I go back, then it kind of changes. The time rewrites for itself. But it's the hard-hitting moments, the deep moments that kind of make me pick the Adam Project. There's quite a few moments where I actually do tear up, and it's always the father-son moments. They get to me because I lost my father 10 years ago, and whenever I watch a movie where the person goes back in time, talks to his father in the past, they bond together. It's a very personal take, I realize, but
no, it's what these movies are supposed to do.
Right. But I do freaking like Free Guy, and I do like the fact that you picked it for originality. What I also got to say is the Adam Project feels very much like Sean Levy used some Spielberg and J.J. Abrams tropes in this one.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Right? Because there's like E.T. in there. There's a little bit of Super 8 in there, like visually, which I really enjoyed. But we'll talk about more of that when we get to better visuals. But yeah, I'm going Adam Project in this one. So we're 1-1.
Cool. I like that. Okay.
Ooh, next one's a good one. We've got better casts.
This one was easy for me.
It was easy for you. All right. Do you want to take this again?
Adam Project. By far.
Okay.
Elaborate. Solely because with Free Guy, we get a lot of cameos. We get Hugh Jackman showing up for a few seconds. We get what's his name? Channing Tatum.
Channing all over my
shows up for a few seconds. We get
actually Channing has quite a few scenes. He's in it for minutes.
You know what I mean? Like he's like here and there. It's not like he has like a really defining performance in it. Whereas you got Mark Ruffalo in this. Yeah. And I never thought of Mark Ruffalo to really play the dad type.
Oh, he's getting there.
He's definitely a daddy. He's got the sign.
Yeah, you got to clip that one.
Yeah, big
Mark
pause.
Ruffalo is a daddy.
He's a daddy. He's got the scientist rolled down. We know that from Dark Water and obviously playing Bruce Banner. Is it Dark Water he's in? The movie
Dark Waters. Yeah. Oh my God, that movie's so great.
That's a fucking great movie. I love that movie.
Freaking cry every time.
And you've also got Jennifer Garner, who has become I feel a lot more selective
Mm-hmm.
with the roles that she takes on now. I mean, what was the last movie she was in? Was it Love, Simon?
I can't think of anything else she was in.
Exactly. And
Yeah, she's not.
that was back like 2017, 2018. So she's become a lot more selective with the roles that she takes, and I feel like it's a special moment now when we see Jennifer Garner. It's not just going back to, I know we love to hate it, Daredevil and Elektra, which let's face it, were not good. But
Electra.
add to that and Ryan Reynolds as well. It's just like those three there alone: Ryan Reynolds, Jennifer Garner, and Mark Ruffalo. Like
Mm-hmm.
3 massive heavy hitters of a cast already.
What about Free Guy though? What about Jodie Comer? You got Taika. You're dissing Taika Waititi.
I'm not dissing Taika. I'm just saying.
No. Well, you voted
One,
against him.
Taika on his own, because I feel like we have to take Ryan aside and like put in like the ones behind him, because both have Ryan, so they even each other out. So does one Taika equate to Mark Ruffalo and Jennifer Garner as an actor? As an actor, not as a director.
No. I'm not even that hot on Taika's acting in this one. I think it's fine. It's not some of his best stuff,
right.
but like I know you're like a massive fan of him.
I am.
He's your guy. Okay, so you're going with Adam Project,
and you're going Free Guy.
Actually, haven't said that yet.
Because
I
swindled
think
me.
I always kind of try to play the devil's advocate. I will tell you when I finish my. Are you done though? You got anything to add? I think when it comes to Reynolds versus Reynolds, it has to be the Adam Project. I think Free Guy, like Ryan, he's just loving every freaking scene he's in. He's having a good time. But the Adam Project, like, he has some heavy scenes in there, and he's freaking great in them. When he has the moment where he's reunited with Zoe Saldana and they're sort of doing their thing, and the bad guys are coming in, and he has to say goodbye to her again. And he's driving away, and he has that freaking Interstellar Matthew McConaughey moment. He's crying, he's freaking yelling, he's bashing at the freaking wheel. Like, such a freaking great moment, and brings a lot of gravitas to this lighthearted movie. My issue with the Adam Project, and I feel really bad like talking shit about her because I freaking love her and everything else. Catherine Keener was kind of a letdown for me, and I'm not even talking about the de-aging stuff. Like, I love everything she's in. Something for me didn't click with her. Like, it
felt almost phoned in
a little bit, but she was kind of like, I don't know, trying to do the Reynolds thing. Like, I'm having fun. I'm kind of this like, she was evil. She was a villain, but she kind of tried to be the cool type of a villain.
She tried to be the Taika.
Yeah, pretty much. And I don't know, something just didn't click for me. Usually she's freaking awesome. But Zoe Saldana, freaking awesome. Such a badass and such a sweet character in this. She's always freaking great, whatever she's in. Mark Ruffalo in his usual greatness, playing the daddy. The daddy Ruffalo.
I love the scene between the three of them when they're outside of the lecture.
Yeah.
Like when they first get there, when they first get to 2018. And he's just like lecturing both his kids, but like at different ages. He's like, hey, we don't hit people in this family.
And then hits it himself.
Yep.
All right, excuse me. And also Walker Scobell, the kid who's playing young Adam.
Yes.
What a freaking revelation he is! Like, what a star! I heard that he got cast by he did impressions of Deadpool. He just came in and did like Ryan Reynolds speeches from Deadpool, like line to line, like had it all memorized. That's how he got the gig. He wasn't even an actor or anything. He just came in. He had this like Reynolds energy all over him. First
That's
role,
cool.
freaking nailed it. He
Yeah.
was freaking awesome.
That's awesome.
Man, I feel like I'm I'm veering towards the Adam Project now that I'm talking about it. But
Hey, man.
I think Free Guy. I really like Jodie Comer in this. I think she's on a freaking upward trajectory as it is.
Mm-hmm.
She was badass. She was spunky. She worked very well with Reynolds. And also Lil Ray Howery, who played Buddy.
Buddy, I was literally just gonna say,
because there's a love story in Free Guy, but there's also a love friendship story in there. Because I'd say the bromance is like way more important than the actual love story. Because Jodie Comer first like makes out with Ryan, like makes out with Guy, then ends up with
that
Keys.
first scene at the start between the two of them when they're in the bank and the bank's getting robbed for the first time, and they're both just like laying there looking at each other like that, and they go, "Are we getting beers on the beach after work?" Of course
We're getting beers. And like the way they reunite at the very end, it's like, Guy, Buddy, you're here. Are we hugging? We're hugging. Oh man, it's and of course the cameos, like Hugh Jackman. Is he only voicing this, or do you think he was actually there?
I think it was only a voice. I think he did some voice.
Probably.
I think he did some ADR over it.
Yeah, probably. But I did love Channing in this. I think I know he pretty much did what everyone's like. When Channing shows up in a movie, you better not dance, because like that's just one of his like biggest things. It's like what's the talk show host who likes to sing all the time?
Oprah?
No. White dude, British.
Oh, James Corden.
Yeah. He always loves to sing, because like Channing Tatum always loves to dance. I feel like he always likes to show off his moves, and he does so in this movie as well. He has like this whole scene. I feel like
we're missing one very big cameo in Free Guy.
It was freaking Chris
Evans. Yes, that's who
we will get to that scene very soon. But if you want, we can talk about him now.
No. It's fine. We
got a fist pump category coming up.
Yes, we do, and I feel like we're going to be on the same page.
Oh, absolutely. Shit. I'll be honest. Now that I'm actually going through the analysis, I'm going with the Adam Project as well. I feel like Free Guy had a lot of great performances with like Buddy and Guy actually like having great freaking chemistry, like the best of chemistry. I feel like the Adam Project still had like harder and more variety of like emotions and scenes to do. So yeah, I'm going with Adam Project as well.
Okay, so that's what 3-1.
We don't reveal the scores before the end.
Shout out John the Street in the chat. Did you guys finally get rid of POD? We've been trying to get rid of POD since episode 1.
Dude, just roll with it. We got rid of them. We got rid of POD.
He's gone. He's sitting in Jarvi's basement.
Yeah.
He's in like a pit, like Silence of the Lambs style.
Yeah, I know. You guys got a phone down there, and it's ringing sometimes. You can just go and pick it up and have a black phone moment.
I really did enjoy that movie. Okay, better visuals.
Yes, better visuals. I will. I think Free Guy has a kind of a like easier time with this category because it's a video. It's a video game movie. Mm-hmm. So whenever the CGI is not like amazing, you can always chalk it up to, well, this is in the game. This is the video game.
Yeah.
But I guess that's kind of the point. But I say that
it's like also kind of a cop out though, right?
Yeah, kind of a little bit, but I do have to say you can tell that they're using a practical set for like the bones of the setting, because you can tell it's still a studio a lot, because the usual like corner street like houses stuff like that, but you can tell it's like practical stuff there with a lot of CGI added on there. I think the two things that we can compare is Catherine Keener's de-aging and Dude as Ryan Reynolds, because these are like two of the like insert the face here sort of moments.
Yeah. It's like that. What's that app that you can get on your phone where you can take
Face app?
Face app, yeah. It's like they just use Face app.
kind of, but like I have to say, the de-aging on Catherine Keener is some of the worst de-aging that I've ever seen.
Mm.
It's so bad. It took me out of the movie multiple times. Other than that, I really have to praise the Adam Project for the set design, and especially the set design in Adam's home, like his childhood home, the cottage in the forest.
The dad's garage.
I mean, it's the garage is there, like the dogs, like that set. Like, we don't give a lot of credit to like actual sets in movies. I feel like this was so much on point. That made me think of like Steven Spielberg movies right there. Mm-hmm. They spent a lot of time on this set as well, which I'm really, really happy about. The like Free Guy visuals do way more, and the destruction actually, when all the shit starts to hit the fan, like the world's crashing on itself, there's actually like pretty decent freaking visuals there. But it's the freaking de-aging of Catherine Keener that I can't excuse. I know it's kind of a cop-out thing to talk about it, but it was so bad. I'm going with Free Guy on the visuals.
Yeah, and you bring up a lot of good points. I guess like mine, I'm gonna give it to Free Guy solely because like I feel it's a lot more vibrant, and I get that that's because it's part of a video game, but it's a lot more colorful and vibrant and suits the mood and suits the personality of the character of Guy as well. That he is this very bright, positive, optimistic, always looking for the bright side
silver
of things.
Lining.
Yeah, always looking for the silver lining. Funny enough, he is looking for the silver lining, the horizon the whole time. So, yeah, I got to agree with you with all the points you said, and the fact that the visuals in Free Guy, like, it's just a lot more like vibrant and colorful and enjoyable, and yeah.
All right. We're going Free Guy.
And Taika is just a gem to look at. So.
Yeah, that's true. He's a freaking walking visual effect all vibes. Like the costume, like whoever. I'm not even sure. Do you think that's actually like Taika came out? I want to wear my stuff because it feels like that's the stuff he'd wear.
Have you seen the GQ video where he goes through all of his iconic roles?
I think I haven't gone through the entire thing. Okay. No.
So he gets on to talking about his character in Free Guy. And he says, so basically what you're telling me is I just have to play an evil tech corporate douchebag. There's no history with this guy. I just have to be a tech douchebag. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that all day. And he just went in as this like Silicon Valley tech executive dickhead. And was just like, you know what? I'm just going to run with it. I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to be who I think all these people like Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg, what are they like? And I'm going to turn that up to 11 and just make them look real fucking stupid.
He was definitely out there with his performance. One thing we didn't talk about, like I didn't get to mention Taika when talking about cast. Like this is one of the fewer roles where he's not doing his own script though. He's usually acting in his own stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like where his faults as this character came in, or exactly that he wasn't like there was none of like his New Zealand type of humor in there. It was very like Hollywood type humor. There was not a lot of Taika in there, but he was still freaking enjoyable to watch.
Shout out to Lego in the chat. Mark Ruffalo is in the Adam Project. Clearly, the Adam Project wins. I mean, that I feel like he was the one that won the better cast category.
Yeah. The Adam Project took better cast. Yeah.
Adam Project took better cast, and I got to think that's largely down to Mark Ruffalo being as great as he was in that movie.
He was pretty awesome.
So you're going with Free Guy for visuals, and I'm going Free Guy. Okay.
Yep.
So then Free Guy has officially taken the visuals category.
Next one is a goodie.
Better music. Go on. Just I feel like we're both thinking the same thing. So
I don't know. I don't know that we are. Mariah Carey Fantasy
Yep.
is just fucking made for this movie. It's so like as soon as the song comes on, like you used to when you thought about Mariah Carey Fantasy, you thought of Rush Hour, where the kid in the back like sings the song. Now all I think about is Free Guy and him starting his day. There was a week after I watched Free Guy, when I woke up in the morning, I put freaking Mariah Carey on. It was like, and it helped me start the day out. Also,
I mean, I do that with My Own Worst Enemy by Lit because it's the first song in American Pie.
All right. Well, I get that.
American
Pie soundtrack is so freaking great.
Right. When one day we will do a show on soundtracks for 90s and early 2000s teen movies, because let me tell you, soundtracks have never ever been better
than Blink 182. Just the peak of Blink 182.
Exactly.
Also, I have a weak spot for Miley Cyrus. Yeah, I said it. I'm a bit of a fan of hers.
No, bro, I'm gonna back you up on this. I went to the Chris Cornell tribute, the memorial show after Chris Cornell passed. There were so many musicians that were playing there. Metallica played. All these fucking bands. Jack Black sang a song.
Oh, wow.
Miley Cyrus singing 2 Drink Minimum by Chris Cornell. She stole the whole fucking show.
She's a freaking rock star now.
From everyone.
She's a rock star now.
Like, even not like beyond her persona, and I get like this is a movie show. This is the part of the PLD Projects video where the 2 hosts go off on a tangent.
This is what happens when you don't show up, PLD.
This one is about Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus is one of the most talented singers of this generation. I will die on that hill. Go and listen to her cover of Jolene and tell me that she doesn't absolutely fucking crush it. And before anyone hits me with the, she uses auto-tune, blah, 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 all your favorite artists use auto-tune. So
her live shows, she's doing a lot of live singing right there.
For sure. And I've seen it with my own 2 eyes. Like when she sang this really somber, emotionally just punch in the gut song, and she absolutely crushed it. And there was like all these dudes with neck beards and everything just like looking at the stage like, wow, we were not expecting that.
And the word's coming around. Like when it comes to her, like she started off as this like Hannah Montana type of an artist, but now she's way past that. I feel like the world's coming around.
Now she's more like Joan Jett.
Yep, there we go.
And I like it.
Anyway, Miley Cyrus Wrecking Ball comes on when guys running on top of the skyscraper, just jumping on the came in like the song only comes on for like 3 seconds. It's friggin' perfect.
It is a perfect use of a needle drop.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah. But where Free Guy kind of lacks for me is the score.
Okay.
And this is where the Adam Project friggin' shines. The score for the Adam Project is like it's really great. It's not
again.
I'll be completely honest. I can't remember off the top of my head. It wasn't a very known performer.
Because I do remember like listening to it.
I think it's Rob Simonson. Yeah, Rob Simonson.
Okay.
And he's not anyone that I've heard of before.
Too familiar with his work.
But
he killed it on
this score. Yeah, the score. It's not like a powerful symphony or nothing like that. But they nailed it with a very sort of a laid back main theme that follows throughout the story, and it really brings the feels in a major way. And of course, the Adam Project has some pretty freaking awesome fist bump moments when the music comes on, like Give Me Some Loving, when they first start the movie with that, and when Zoe Saldana, I think it's where Ryan Reynolds and his younger self are escaping with the jet to try to go back to 2018. Give Me Some Loving comes on again. They freaking blast through the portal. That like moment just has me like I'm sitting up, I'm watching at the screen. I'm actually like fist pumping as well. So as good as the musical, like as good as the soundtrack is in Free Guy, I think the Adam Project also has a great soundtrack and like a lot of important moments where the music comes in, but the score is what takes the category for me. So I'm going for the Adam Project in better music.
Okay. I am picking Free Guy solely because you can't fuck with Mariah, man. Like Mariah Carey,
I know.
that's
Perfect,
one of the goddamn queens right there. Like you cannot, like she's untouchable. So I gotta go with Free Guy.
I totally get it, and I kind of feel bad that I'm not picking Free Guy because of
Yeah,
that. But
you made a very
think
good point. You can't rely on just the one thing. In this case, I'm relying on that one thing.
You can, and you are, but like the Rob Simonson score really like it drives the story and the emotions, which is why I'm going the Adam Project. That leaves us with the best category yet. Better fist pump moments.
This was harder than I thought.
Oh yeah, and how did Ben and Drew first explain fist bump moments? It's one of those moments in the movie when if you're in the cinema, something happens, you're like, fuck yes, I can't believe I get to watch the rest of this movie. You're like looking around with the person you're in the cinema. It's like, are you freaking seeing this? This is fucking awesome. These are fist bump moments.
Yeah, you pick up the phone and I'm just like, Jarvi, you got to fucking turn to this part of the film. You're like, Matty, I'm at the funeral right now. I can't be like, why
go to the bathroom.
Like, I don't care. Go to the toilet, go to wherever you are, and like even put the screen in front of your friends. And just be like, dude, like I know this is a bad time, but are you seeing this shit right here?
I used to do that to PLD a lot. I gotta bring it. I gotta start doing it in the class action chat now. I gotta start fist pumping you guys with these scenes. Whatever you're doing, you gotta watch them.
Yeah.
All right. So Free Guy or the Adam Project for better fist bumps. We gotta talk about the big moments. Now's the time.
This is tough. This is really tough.
What are your two favorites from each movie?
From Adam Project, my fist pump moment, my biggest one is them playing catch at the end.
The Field of Dreams moment.
Yeah. The Field of Dreams moment.
Yep.
And I will say when the younger Adam is flying the drone, and it's just when he's like, guys, it pays to be a nerd sometimes, and he's like flying the drone and stuff. I'd say probably those two. What about yours?
For the Adam Project, it's when Zoe Saldana shows up. The first time she comes in, rescues, and Ryan Reynolds uses his lightsaber. Okay, we got to talk about like Ryan Reynolds has used the lightsaber twice now in
He's gonna be in Star Wars
and in the Adam Project, and it hasn't been in a Star Wars movie.
He's gonna be in a Star Wars at some point.
But think about it. He has used the lightsaber twice, and he hasn't been in Star Wars. That is freaking weird.
I mean, Taika's movie's the next one up. Let's not act surprised if Ryan Reynolds has even if it's just a voiceover cameo as an alien.
Yeah, because I would never want him as a serious character.
No.
Like, no offense towards Ryan Reynolds.
Or is it a droid?
Yeah, actually, a droid would be perfect for him.
Droid would be pretty cool.
Yeah, and then kill him off in a really like gut-wrenching way, heartbreaking way.
Yeah, you know, Taika's gonna pick up the phone when that time comes.
Let's hope so. But the other moment in the Adam Project is the one I talked about in better music as well. And when they're in the jet, and young Adam has to sort of give his go-ahead. He's like, Adam, are we doing this? He's like, punch that shit. The music, like, Give Me Some Loving comes on. They start freaking. They go into the dogfight. That moment. Such a freaking awesome moment. All right, Free Guy, what you got?
Oh my god, there's just so many.
There's one big one though.
There's one big one, and I feel we're gonna both agree on that one. But the other one, I would say, is when they're in the bank and he's just leveled up to like a level 102. And the guy comes in and he's holding the shotgun to him, and he just goes, "We're in the middle of something here," and just turns it around and puts it back in. I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" So I think that and the big one.
Let's talk about the big one. It's actually a
you give your other one first, and then we'll convene and talk the big one.
For me, it's also when he has been leveling up, but it's when blue shirt guy when Guy shows up in the stash house on the bike and he slow-mo throws the helmet off. Oh my
god, yeah.
Like just walks towards her. It's like he's so in love with Jodie Comer's character, and he just freaking had like a freaking slow-mo walk away moment. So I was like,
I'm gonna change mine real quick.
Yeah.
It's the bit just as he levels up and he's holding the gun to the guy, and he ducks down and the player behind him shoots the guy in front of him.
Right. He's lying in pieces or something. It's like he shot a hole in the guy or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's the other moment in Free Guy. It's actually a two-parter because I feel like this moment starts... Well, first off, it's Guy versus Dude. And freaking Dude is an awesome character altogether. Catchphrase.
I love Dude. The fact that they were like, we haven't even finished writing him yet. And he's like, I don't care. Put him out now.
I coded him myself. He's perfect.
That just shows like that fucking sheer arrogance of Taika. And then just being like, okay, put him out. He's not even completed. But then you just fall in love with the character. Not only because he's like the jacked version of Guy, you're like, holy shit, that dude's pretty cool. But then at the end of it, he's just like such this sweet, heartwarming.
He turns around,
and like
he's Guy's best friend for a while.
He's Guy's best friend
before Buddy comes back.
Before Buddy comes back, yeah. But we get the moment with. Which is it that comes from?
He's looking. They're facing one another, and Guy's having trouble. Dude pulls up the death blow fist, and Guy's looking
through his guys. What he's using? The shield.
Picks the shield, hits the shield. The fucking Avengers theme song comes on.
Yeah,
it's freaking Captain America.
That also should have fed into the argument for better music.
I know, and then we.
I didn't want to use that as a cop out though.
We cut to Chris Evans. What the shit? Just watching the stream on his phone. He's freaking out. They're using Captain America in Free Guy.
And I love that because it was at the time when Fox had just been bought by Disney.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, we can just get away with this now.
And I'm sure some people argue why did they do that? Then they mixed in Star Wars in there. We got to talk about the next
meta
one now.
And it's funny.
It is, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of fanboys who are just like, okay, why? This is just fan service. This is gratuitous fan service. It is fan service. It is gratuitous, and it is fucking awesome.
Yeah, you're gonna get complaint of it from me.
And he's pulling up the next weapon. You don't know what it is. He takes something.
Wait.
He gets the stance on.
Hold on 2 seconds.
Oh, I know what's coming now. Well, anyway, he's looking. He's looking for the weapon.
There it is.
He's facing off against the Dude, and something ignites from the hilt. It is not the darksaber, but it is a freaking lightsaber. He lights it up. There we go. The Star Wars theme comes on. People in the cinema were freaking screaming.
I was out of my chair.
I was screaming.
I stood up out of my chair and lost my shit.
It's like you couldn't believe that they went there, and I was so happy that they did go there. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's no chance the Adam Project is taking this category. It's all about Free Guy for this one.
Yeah, it's Free Guy for sure. It's definitely Free Guy.
We got our verdict. It's not going the way I thought it was going to go. So the votes are
Don't hit
in.
me.
The winner is by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 votes to 4. Free Guy wins.
Yeah.
Free Guy
I thought it was
wins.
gonna go that way.
And I'll be honest, if I'm just picking off the top of my head, Adam Project versus Free Guy, I'm going with the Adam Project. I like that movie more. But that's the beauty of freaking Class Action. When you really break down the movie, you analyze it, you go category by category. Now you know which movie is actually better. The expert opinion is in Free Guy is better than the Adam Project.
We have said it.
This.
Therefore, it is now binding. It is legally binding that Free Guy is a better movie than the Adam Project.
It's weird to say that, but also I feel very happy saying that. And I really hope that Sean Levy and Ryan Reynolds continue their collaboration.
Yeah, those two work together. So, who would have thought that the guy who was in Van Wilder, Waiting, and fucking Harold and Kumar Get the Munchies, Blade Trinity would become this like icon of not just comedy, but like warm-hearted, lovable character acting.
And also kind of like he's very sharp-tongued, and he can be very, very. He has a lot of witty humor and sharp humor. He's not just your softy. Like, oh, not happy with our decision, I'm guessing.
No, unfortunately, it's the categories that decide. We are just the what's the word I'm looking for? The arbiters,
That's right.
Advocates of the categories.
We are judge, jury, and executioner. Actually, that's what happens here in Class Action.
Also, one little side note before we get going. Wouldn't be a Euro only show if we didn't talk a little bit of football. The Wrexham FC documentary. It did come home. Shout out to the ladies. Mandem couldn't bring it home, so the Galdem did. Shout out to the ladies for bringing it home. But the Wrexham FC documentary that's coming out.
Oh, right. The Ryan Reynolds thing.
Looks to be like a real life Ted Lasso.
That's exactly what Christo in the chat said as well. He was like, yeah, those guys have been watching way too much Ted Lasso. And I was like, yeah, and it's awesome.
Yep.
Please watch more.
Yep. And for anyone who's like maybe watching this has been in Wrexham, it's not a fun town to go to. There's fuck all to do there. There's literally nothing to do. It's great. It's a depressing place, but they love their fucking football. So for someone like Ryan Reynolds to come in and completely take over this random team, like you would think a Hollywood actor would go with like a Premier League team. But he just went and took someone from the fucking bottom of the barrel.
Is that a championship team, or is that even like league, like first league or something?
I think they're first.
Okay, so it's like the third best league in the UK. Interesting. I wonder what like actually drove him to. Yeah, that's weird because the level is not cheap. That high. I'm guessing. No, just cheap.
Yeah,
and he's going to all the games. Like, he's watching all the games. He's like super into it.
Yeah, and he's taking his kids and he's wearing the t-shirts and everything. And
man, they have to get Ryan Reynolds for Ted Lasso season 3. There has to be some kind of a fucking cameo or something.
I mean, they're filming it now. I went through Richmond the other day and it was fucking full of like film crews and stuff. So I know they're filming it now because Richmond is absolutely packed. Because Richmond's like 20 minutes from me. So, yeah, I know that they're just finishing now because they've been there a while. But yeah.
One more thing, Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna agree with you. Ryan Reynolds for Ted Lasso season 3.
We said it here first. If it happens, we called it. One more thing, because we're actually doing pretty good on time. We're gonna end this on probably the hour mark. Let's talk about the new Andor trailer. Did you watch it?
Oh my god.
It is so fucking great what they're putting out with these trailers.
Oh my god.
Like,
you want to end on the hour mark and you want to talk about Andor.
No, we're not going to analyze the trailer. I just want to talk about how Freaking awesome that trailer was.
Fucking wait for this. Tony
Yeah.
Gilroy is the fucking man. Diego Luna as Cassian Andor. I can't wait to see what
even better.
I can't wait to see where we're gonna go with him, because this isn't the Cassian Andor that we're gonna see in Rogue One.
Right.
I love that it showed him as a little kid breaking into the Imperial facility. It shows that his parents were very much against the Empire at the start. Fuck, man.
The way they cut the way they cut the moment where he's infiltrating the Empire, there's a line he says, and the camera pans in, he turns. That is such a, like, you're like, oh,
how do you
my
steal
God,
from the Empire? You just walk in and pretend like you're supposed to be there. And it's
that is actually a pretty funny nod, because in The Mandalorian they freaking infiltrate the Empire every chance they get. A New Hope, they
just put on stormtrooper outfits and they just walk
Obi-Wan
right in.
Kenobi, he just freaking waltzes in there, walks right out. Anyone can do it, but still, I feel like this is going to be the darkest stuff we've ever seen in Star Wars.
Skarsgård, dude. Stellan Skarsgård is in it.
Yes. His voice, who's the character he's playing? Because I'm not too...
Lothan Ray. I'm not sure. Okay. He's not got too much of a backstory. Obviously, he's part of the rebellion, but from looking at the trailer, he looks like some kind of like aristocrat kind of a character, like maybe like a art dealer kind of a thing, like an art collector, like, I don't know.
And we get to see the Senate Hall as well. We got the Senate, like, they're using the best bits of the prequels and just sprinkling it in there.
Not to mention Genevieve O'Reilly coming back as Mon Mothma.
Yes.
Well.
Okay, she looks great as well.
Her character came from a deleted scene that never made it into the final cut. And now she's essentially the co-lead of her own show. And
she looks awesome in the role.
She looks fantastic.
Yeah.
She looks fucking great. And none of that, my guy Two Tubes is back. You would have seen him when they were outside the base. And he had the guy with the stick standing by the X-Wing.
Are you talking about Saw Gerrera?
No, you see him just before that. He's like standing watch outside the base. You got the black X-Wing, and he's like standing above it. And he's got like the staff.
Okay. I think I do have an image in my head. Okay. Yeah. But Saw Gerrera's back as well.
Saw Gerrera. Buckle it! Buckle it! I am wondering as well. I have a feeling, because they're supposed to be going back to Jeddah. I read a thing the other day that they're going back to the planet Jeddah. Do we get a Donnie Yen return?
Oh, we just might. I don't know if because they probably don't want to. I think they might reference them though.
He can just walk past in the background in the street.
Yeah. No,
I'll be happy. Just Donnie Yen, just blind, just like walking through, just like, I'm one with the Force is with me. I'm one with the Force is with me. He just looks, and like Andor looks at him. That's all.
Or he just walks into him. It's like, sorry, like, because he can't see you.
That'd be perfect. Even just something as small as that. But yeah, Andor looks great. I'm a bit bummed they pushed it back a month, but obviously with She-Hulk,
3 episodes together.
3 episodes.
3 episodes are dropping on December. What was it?
September 20th. September 21st, and then Bad Batch, I believe, is literally the week after.
That's a lot of great stuff right there. I can't wait. Well, we're probably going to be talking about. We'll probably bring back Scoundrels for when Andor starts airing. We'll see if we go episode by episode. We did a conclusive review for Obi-Wan Kenobi when it came out.
I feel like we'll probably do something similar.
Yeah. Or maybe we could do the first 3 episodes when they drop together. I feel like that's because we're going to have a bit of time when we're waiting for the next one. So we could do something like that. But yeah, definitely going to be talking some Star Wars when it comes out.
Yeah. So, and your winner today, Free Guy. Either way, Ryan Reynolds wins.
He's a winner. He's a friggin' winner.
He is a friggin' winner. This is just another mantle that he can have of just being awesome. Just being the official fucking man. If you look up the definition of the man in the dictionary, you will see Ryan Reynolds' face.
There we go. Perfect way to end the show.
Jarvi.
Yes, you can find me You can you can. Oh wait, sorry. Do you want to say something else?
No. Go. I was just gonna say, where can people find you?
On Facebook and Instagram at Richard-Erik with a K Jarvi. And you cannot find me on Twitter. You can actually, but I'm not really active on there.
You're not there.
But I am on Letterboxd, which is an awesome app. So do follow me there. I'll follow you back. I love reading other people's reviews and love giving scores. Seeing the other people's scores, and yeah, we'll be back hopefully next week with PLD talking something. We haven't really decided.
We did. You forget what we did?
I did forget. Give me a hint.
It is Bullet Train versus Train to Busan.
Oh yes, Bullet Train. We're both, me and Matty are seeing Bullet Train tomorrow. Yes. Oh my God, let's do that. Okay. Train to Busan, one of the best action movies, one of the best zombie movies ever made. Oh, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. But so Matty, where
look forward to that next week. You guys can find me on Twitter at Matty Gunner, Instagram Matty_Gunner. You can find me here every Tuesday with PLD and Richard-Erik Jarvi talking about movies. You can find me on the Wild Jones Podcast Network every Thursday and Sunday talking the world of combat sports. And you can also find my band Mourner on all your music streaming platform things. You can look us up on social media.
The new awesome is fucking awesome. The new song is really awesome.
Train to Busan is 5-star. That is even fair. How do we know the Bullet Train isn't a 5-star movie? How do we know?
It's probably a 3.5 star. I think 3.5 and a 4-star movie. But still, like the category is
one man's 3.5 could be another man's 5.
That's true. You got
I want to shout out Lego real quick because she did a video breaking down all of the Lord of the Rings lore around the Rings of Power on her YouTube channel. You guys should definitely go check that out if you're like.
What's her channel?
It's just under her name there. And then you guys can check that out. If you're like me and you hate Lord of the Rings, and it's essentially I called it Middle Earth for Dummies because I'm pretty stupid when it comes to Middle Earth, and I actually learned a lot from watching that video. So shout out to Lego for that. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to all of our patrons. And we will see you guys next week for Bullet Train versus Train to Busan. Justice has been served.